I'm standing here in the Observatory Science Centre at Hurst Zoo, in front of this magnificent Thomson refractor. A question we are often asked at the observatory is, given that we can construct telescopes upon the Earth, why? Why do we send telescopes into space? Well, one obvious reason is we can't use a telescope like this all the time, because half of the time it's daylight. Even when it's not full daylight, we can't use a telescope like this just after sunset or just before sunrise, because the sky is still too bright. Now, at a site like this, an observatory in Britain, we're also afflicted by weather, so we can't even use that 1/3 of the time. Most modern observatories are built on high mountains, well away from light pollution, in places where much better weather is. But even so, they can only use their telescopes for a small fraction of the day. So, if we are here at the observatory and we're using this telescope, and you can do this yourself, just look up at the night sky on any clear night. If you look at the stars, you will see that the stars twinkle. The starlight comes to us through a great layer of atmosphere. Then that moves, and as it moves, the stars twinkle, which might be very pretty, but not much use for astronomy. The biggest reason is there's great areas of the spectrum that we simply can't see. Now, a radio like this, the radio waves will come through the walls. As far as radio is concerned, these walls are invisible. There are huge areas of the spectrum which cannot get through the air, and we cannot see them upon the Earth because the air blocks them completely, just like the walls of a building block light. When we look at a rainbow, we can see light all the way from red through to violet. But that is not the complete picture. There are colours that we cannot see. If we go beyond the red into the infrared, we can see a huge range of things in the universe. We can see planets being formed. We can see the coolest of stars. If we look above the violet into the ultraviolet, we can see the most energetic events upon the sun. These are completely invisible to us, but they are there. Working with astronomy solely from the ground would be a bit like looking at a picture, but not being able to have any of the reds or any of the blues. The picture would be correct, but it would be far from being a complete picture. To get a complete picture of the universe, we need to get our telescopes above as much air as possible. We can put our telescopes onto high mountains. We can put telescopes into aircraft. But ideally, we want to be able to lift our telescopes into space.